Hello students, it's Dean Wells or Professor Wells, and I wanted to give you a little bit of instruction and some guidance on some things that can help you in the course. I know that we're already in week one, but some of you are just now getting started. So I wanted to make sure that you have access and have some information or access to this information so that you can do the best job that you can possibly do and maximize your score. Okay? First and foremost, read the syllabus. If you haven't taken the participation and academic honesty verification quiz, you need to do that. And in order to do that, you have to have access to the syllabus, okay? Your syllabus has information in it about me. Your syllabus has information in it about the course materials, what you'll be using in the course. Remember, there's no textbook for this course. Everything's embedded for this particular course. But if you did have to buy a textbook, the link would be right there. Also, the other thing that I want to point out to you is your performance criteria. That tells you how your assignments are weighted. And then the other thing I want to point out to you is your discussion forum guidelines. Take a look at that, your rubric guidelines for engagement and interaction, participation, content and topic relevance, and timeliness. And also the grading rubric. Notice here the guidelines basically are all right there. You have to participate with a relevant dialogue with 4 or more of your peers on 3 different days, and it has to be relevant and it has to answer the question. Stay on topic, don't stray. If I'm asking you about tools, talk about tools. And also responding to the topic by the first day of the post due date. Remember, your first forum post has to be for discussion forum 1 in place by Wednesdays at 11:55, and for the second discussion forum, your initial post has to be in place by Friday at 11:55. And you can find all of those guidelines right here. Okay, you are in the online learning campus, not in the Milledgeville online learning campus. You are in the OLC. So weeks 1 through 7, your discussion forum post due dates are Wednesdays and Fridays by 11:55. And then for week 8, it's Wednesday at 11:55 because week 8 is shorter than the first 7 weeks. All discussion forum posts for the first 7 weeks must be made by Sunday night at 11:55 p.m. That's Eastern Standard Time. No posts are to be made after that deadline. They won't be counted. And during week 8, all discussion forum posts must be made by Friday at 11:55. Again, because week 8 is shorter than the first 7 weeks. Okay? So take a look at this grading rubric. This is in your course syllabus under discussion forum guidelines, okay? And the course syllabus, again, can be found up at the top of your page. The other thing I want to show you are the news and announcement forums, and they contain very important guidelines, okay? For example, here's a post on important guidelines for discussion forums. Read this. This also went out as an email. Everything I post in the news and announcement forums goes out as an email. But it does not hurt for you to log into the news and announcement forums and see those posts. Read those because I give you very specific information there. Also, about APA in-text citations in your initial post. I talk about that right here. I even give you an example of one. I even give you an example of a student response where you put an in-text citation in a student response. So please make sure you read those. All right, it's very important. The other thing I wanted to point out to you is that in your weekly modules, sometimes I will post things for your edification, and I have in week 1. Notice right here, there's a PowerPoint entitled How to Be Successful in the Discussion Forums. You just click on that, and it will pop up in a separate window. I'm not going to let it pop up because it'll take over the screen. But I want you to read, you actually can listen to it. Read it and listen to it. It's narrated. I know it's about 10 minutes, and that's a little long, but there's some good stuff in there, okay? So please make sure that you read that. I don't post stuff that's a waste of your time. They're all there for you to use to help you learn the material better and to help you excel with the material and the assignments and to help you get good grades. The other thing I wanted to mention to you is you do have your electronic library, and that is right up here at the top of the page. There's the password. You can get into Films on Demand. You can get into the online books, and then, of course, one of the most important things, of course, are our databases, A through Z. If you click on databases A through Z, they list all of them, okay? The easier way to do that, the easier way that I like, is to simply go to the library guide page, let's see, library guide page, and it's loading here because there's so many graphics. This is actually the landing page. Let's go to the library guides page. If you click on where it says library guides, there's a couple of things here. One is the Ask a Librarian. You click to chat. That's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now, we do have an online librarian named Mr. Ryan Taylor. He works Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. This is actually the option that's probably better for you because these people are a third-party. These are librarians that we contract with, and they're like, if I were to click it right now, you click and the chat head opens up down in the bottom of the screen right here. They are available. Okay, you just simply type here a question, they will answer it. That's a free service to you. Okay, but I do want to point out to you, as far as the library guides go, for this course there are two subjects: history and then philosophy and religion, because we cover a lot of religions in this course. You click on the history link and it will take you to some of the databases that are very relevant to our course. So you are in a world civilization course, so world history would be good. And then here are some of the database. I'm sorry, the academic journals. Now, the one I really like is ABC Clio. Okay. And you will see there's two of them right here: World History Ancient and Medieval, and then World History the Modern Era. This is the one you want. There's another good one. This is Biography and Context. If you're asked about like Confucius or the Buddha, those would be in there. Okay, or you're talking about, say, Cleisthenes, who when we get to ancient Greece, you'll hear that name, or even Julius Caesar. Solon, the leader of Rome. You'll hear a good bit about some of these people. And the biography database or the biography journal is really good. I like JSTOR. It's a little heavier. It's a little bit more intense. But this one right here, of course, you will find very useful. And the World Geography one would be useful to you if you take your Geo 219 course. I love these databases. I love these library guides. They're extremely helpful. So use these to your advantage. They're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Okay? And don't forget that your course is organized in weeks, and all of these are your embedded resources. You click on those. For example, here's an article about hunting and gathering, and it does require the library password. And if you remember, on our course page, there's the library password right there. So you just clip and paste that. Put that in. Let's try it. Nothing ever works properly when you're being watched. Okay, so copy, paste that in, hit enter, and this will bring up your library web page. Okay, it takes it a minute because there's just a lot of data and information, so don't get alarmed. But it takes you to the journal article page from the library, and you read that, and you probably would be safe in using this and a few others from our course page in your posts. Okay, you can always go back to the resources that I've provided in the course because they're all scholarly, and you can use those in your posts. You can cite those with your in-text citations and your bibliography and gather information from them to write your post. Okay. For example, the first discussion post, there's a great article right there, Why Study History by Dr. Peter Stearns. You click on that, and that's actually a web article. Okay, and you click that link right there, and it brings up Dr. Stearns' article from the American Historical Association, and you can read through that, and that can really help you with your first discussion forum post. Okay? Always use the resources on the page to help you. That's why they're there, and these are scholarly resources. Another thing that I want to point out to you is, let's see, there's a website that I have posted here. Okay. Called the History Guide. Okay. When you get to these, This is written by a professor of history from the University of Missouri. I actually wrote this guy, emailed him, and asked his permission to use his site here in this course, and he gave me permission. He said, that's why I've written it. This is a scholarly piece, okay? And if you look at it, you can tell. I mean, he's done a good job. This is Dr. Stephen Crease from the University of Missouri at Columbia. Definitely look that over. It can really help you with a number of the posts and even with your quizzes, okay? All right, and I hope you've benefited from this screencast video, and I'll be making more as we go through the course, but I know they're kind of long, but listen to them. You can rewind and you can fast forward, but these are the kind of things that you need to pay attention to as you're going through the course, especially if you're new to online learning. Again, I'm Dean Wells. Email me at jwells@gmc.edu, right there. If you have any questions, and see this announcement right here, do this. Check your GMC email and the news and announcement forum daily, okay? And make sure that you've read your course syllabus. I know you took the PAHV and had to, but go back over it, okay? Make sure you know what's going on in the course, okay? Let me know if you have any questions, and good luck to you. I am rooting for you, and I hope everyone makes A's.